Here we are, Aurora Cemetery, tiny little cemetery. There are gravestones that go back to, I believe 1861 is when it was established. But the reason we're here is because of this, Ned's gravestone. So, let's give you the story. 1897, a brightly lit cigar-shaped craft was seen in the skies over Aurora. That cigar-shaped craft eventually crashed into Judge Proctor's. It's crazy how that tree bends out like that. Crashed into Judge Proctor's windmill as it crashed to the ground. As witnesses got to the crash site, they saw the wreckage, and amongst the wreckage was a small, humanoid body. So the townsfolk, they gathered up the wreckage, dumped it in a well. Some of them took souvenirs, and brought the body of Ned here to the Aurora Cemetery. Where they buried him. They gave him Christian rites, and they nicknamed him Ned. No clue why they nicknamed him Ned, but this is where it is. As you can see, the ground around the gravesite is dirt. Will grass not grow here? Oh my God, it must be true. No, it's not true. That's just because tons of people come out here. They live trinkets, all kinds of strange things. Random, unique trinkets to mark the fact that they've been here. It's a spider. Some of them even sign it. It's pretty cool. But when they buried him with a headstone that had a mark, kind of like the Cult of Thorn mark from Halloween 6. A straight line with almost a triangle out to that side on the headstone. Now, the headstone got stolen at some point in the 1900s. And the townspeople worried that visitors would dig him up. They dug him up and moved him to someplace else, to an undisclosed place here in the Aurora Cemetery. And it's a nice overcast day. It's September 27th, 2021. But Ned is not actually buried here. This is merely the stone that people who come to see it appreciate him at. Now, let's go ahead and put this guy back up there. There we go. I don't know if they come and clean this thing off every once in a while, but I've seen some videos where a lot of stuff was actually already up there. Butterburger ketchup. Rock painted with a alien dinosaur. But yeah, so somebody stole the headstone. They moved the body. According to local law, it is illegal to exhume a body if if you do not notify the next of kin. Well, you can't exactly notify the next of kin of an extraterrestrial, so they can't exactly do it. But yeah, so there's, grass doesn't grow here, but it's because people come here and walk around all the time, not because there's radiation or anything. Supposedly he was reburied somewhere in the back of the cemetery. This tree is very unique. The branch grows out. Now I'm sure this tree is older than Ned, but I honestly have no idea. So that's Ned's gravestone. The first documented extraterrestrial UFO crash where he was buried. It's pretty cool. We're about 26, 27 miles away from where I live. Easy drive to get out here. It's a beautiful day. Wind's blowing. Perfect day to visit a cemetery. Alright, well. So that's the gist of it. A lot of people think it was just a hoax to drum up attention for the town as it was dying. But there are people who swear by it. People who saw it crash, people who helped bury the wreckage in a well, which cannot be found today either. A lot of people just say it's, it's an urban legend. But it's a pretty unique one. So, there we go. I'm gonna walk around the graveyard, see if I can find some other cool stuff. Go to the sign over by the entryway there. Get a picture or video of it. But yeah. Later on. Alright, so I grabbed myself a knick-knack. Yeah, had this in my car for a while. So I am going to leave a knick-knack. Again, look at that branch, that's awesome. Alright. Set it right there. Perfect. Good wishes, Ned. Walked around a bit. Nice little cemetery. Some really old, nice gravestones. Figured I'd just drive around. Give y'all the tour. Maybe, if we're lucky, catch a ghost. So down here, this is down the hill. Any ghosts in there? One of the reports I read was that when they dug Ned up and moved him, because they were worried people were going to come and desecrate his grave, they buried him at the bottom of the hill, over by those trees, the line of trees over there. Some cryptid hunters came out and did sonar or radar down towards the bottom there, and they found some unique readings, I guess would be the best way. Yeah, so all the graves are facing towards me, all the way up the hill. I went to the top of the hill there, tried to get a decent, roundabout picture, but couldn't really, trees and stuff in the way, wasn't necessarily worth it. But we will drive up there. Just do a nice little tour. So it looks like down the hill here is newer stuff. Actually, as we turn see newer gravestones compared to gravestones over by Ned's grave. They all seem relatively, you know, within the last probably 40, 50 years or so. Let's go left here. Oh yeah. This is about the middle of the hill. (1905) and 1933. 1895. Wow. 1890. Wow, that person was only alive for about 12 years. Wow. It's a really nice little cemetery. The real reason I'm filming right now is hopefully I'll get a ghost in the background of this when I go to edit it. That'd be kind of cool. But we're about done. A quick little tour. It took me about 30 minutes to get here. There's Ned's grave under the tree. Ned's gravestone, not his actual grave. It's a marker stone. It's not even a gravestone at this point. It's just what replaced the stolen headstone. Yeah, these old gravestones are amazing. There we go. Located in the Aurora Cemetery is the gravestone of the infant Nellie Burris, with its often quoted epitaph, "As I was so soon done, I don't know why I was begun." The site is also well known because of the legend that a spaceship crashed nearby in 1897, and the pilot killed in the crash was buried here. Struck by epidemic and crop failure and bypassed by the railroad, the original town of Aurora almost disappeared, but the cemetery remains in use with over 800 graves. Veterans of the Civil War, World Wars I and II, and the Korean and Vietnam conflicts are interred here. Nice. There's a broken down spaceship in the well. There's a big old chair with an alien in front of it. The windmill. A bad replication of the spaceship because it was cigar shaped, not saucer shaped. And Aurora, a legendary western town. And all of that sits in front. Well, it sits right next to, at least. Well, I believe at one point, or maybe still is, a bar of some sort. Margaritas. Come out here and party some night.